Hey, welcome back, my fly ladies and gents, to 111 PB Fly, better known as Prophetic Butterfly. 111. I'm thankful that you are here. You're not here by accident. If you are just tuning in for the first time, welcome for coming to check us out. If you are my subscriber, thank you so much. And if you are a cross watcher, guess what? You're welcome. Whatever information is shared here is a general reading. Take what resonates, drop the rest that does not, leave it for somebody else. um Big shout out to Mermaid Prophetess. That is my girl. She is the girl is magnificent. I cannot I can't give her enough props, because hey, she a real one. Another shout out to CP. I don't know anybody had psychic readings before, but that's how I actually started to get to where I am. Big shout out to California Psychics, to the reader Sabra and Jacqueline. They are litty lit. So if you ever question anything along your journey and you need some extra assistance, hey, it's all right to tap in sometimes, but you got to know who you tapping into. Everybody don't follow the Most High, so when you getting energies and readings from people, know who you getting readings from. Okay, so over here is nothing but love and light. God is my source. Confirmation. I love Him. He loves me back. All right. So with this being said, first I'm feeling like um, somebody's not fully jumping into something that um, their heart is wanting. Like they're still questioning, should they try? They are still having this wavering of faith, like should they take this leap or not at this time? And they're not quite fully jumping into a situation. But I feel like there's a lot of compassion here. This person has a lot of compassion um, for whatever this is that they're trying to um, get into. And I feel like um, Spirit is telling you to be kinder to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Take some time, take a break, think about things, um, build a plan, follow things out, and don't be afraid. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid. Be that loving individual that you are to everybody else, to yourself. You know, have your own back for once. And with gratitude here, I feel like, Spirit God saying, show gratitude. Be thankful. Every day is a new day. You can always start over. You recognize where you messed up at. You recognize where, there was some errors. And life is all about lessons. Hey, this shit don't come with instructions. We figure it out as we go along, and that's how we make it through. So be thankful for every journey that you've been through to get you to where you are. I feel like there's still some situations that you're not detaching from, and you need to do this in order to be able to put yourself where you want to go. Trust your moves, trust your confirmation, trust your ability to be able to move on your own with your own judgment, and pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to your surroundings, pay attention to the signs, pay attention to um, any little subtle thing that is a sign that you're on the right track, or it's a sign that you're going the wrong way. Your heart knows, and trust me, your conscience is going to ping you to death until you pay it, until you make that right decision. So pay attention so you don't continue to make the wrong choices. You know what I mean? And once you do that, you're listening to your intuition. you know you're eliminating people that don't serve you any real purpose. You know what I mean? I forgot what movie it was, but the dude always be like, what's your purpose? What's your purpose? So I mean, you're starting to move in a space where you're looking at people sideways, but everybody ain't here to hurt you. There are some conniving people, but everybody's not in that conniving energy. And once you use your discernment, confirmation, you'll be able to soar. You know what I mean? You'll be able to move with that security to fly high and be what you want to be and create what you want and have that abundance. You'll receive the things that you want effortlessly because you're being authentically yourself. So with that being said, let's get y'all some tarot on the floor and what's going on. All right. I already pulled these cards, but I do like to show y'all that they were shuffled. So I'm going to do it again for my naysayers. All right. First one up, we have the Two of Cups. Love, harmony, friendship, All right, let's just roll with it since they flying out like that. All right, we have the Chariot in reverse. What else do we need to know? Divine spirit, my ancestors. I got some funny ancestors. My ancestors don't play at all. And they got a bit of comedy and sassiness with them. So we're gonna see what's coming out for y'all. Don't be mad at me, it's the energy. All right. We are picking up the energy. All right. So first up, we have Two of Cups, love and harmony. I like that. I like that. All right. Love, harmony, warm friendship, close relationships. Okay. This could be a soulmate. This could be soulmate doesn't have to be like a love relationship. It could be business too. All right. So we have the Chariot in reverse. That just lets us know that there's some disorder, a lot of bad news. Somebody might be sick. You know what I mean? Maybe somebody's sick that you get in this love and harmony. With this Seven of Wands here, I feel like you've been through a lot, and there's a lot of competition, but you got the courage. Like, you pushing through, like, fuck that, I'm protected and I got this, and nothing's gonna hold you back. And with this World in reverse, it's a lot of obstacles, it's a lot of stagnation. It's gonna be some work. You're gonna have to get your hands dirty and get your feet wet to get where you want to go, but don't let nothing stop you. So let's see what the cards have to say. I'm using my Neon Awakening deck. I love this spiritual infusion. I love these cards. All right, so we have the Eight of Cups in reverse and the Hangman in the upright. So somebody refused to walk away and let go of a situation that I feel like the situation was a love and harmonious situation. But then with this Hangman situation, somebody else, this same individual or someone else within this party, they have a higher perspective of this relationship, and they're now letting something go. What was once something they were holding on to, now they're deciding to let it go in order to have a connection in business or love that is, love and harmonious, like true feelings and a true friendship. Mike Tyson, when you are favored by God, you are also favored by the devil. Who you came to the party with is who you leave with. So I feel like maybe this person realizes that what once was, what they hooked up with, was not where they wanted to be. And now they're realizing what a true friendship or a true relationship actually looks and feels like. Cock block, okay? So failed attempt interferences. Somebody tried to get in the middle of a situation. So what I'm picking up here is there is someone that possibly was in a situation, and the situation they thought was for them turned out not to be. And now they're looking at another situation, and somebody's trying to block this person from being in a happy relationship. Let's see what else do the cards have to say. Laying it on thick. Okay, with this cock blocking here, I feel like this individual now realizes that there was some cock blocking going on here, and that this person can no longer they can no longer get to them. Like, it is what it is at this point, and it's bringing someone else a lot of depression and anxiety. Like, the blocker is going through torment. They're having anxiety and depression that they can't fuck this up. Like, what's meant for you is meant for you. With this Chariot in reverse, this general disorder and danger, violent accident, bad news, I feel like that's what this is. They're realizing you can't mess this up. The clock blocking is done. With this Two of Wands and this Ten of Swords, somebody's planning to move forward, and they want this partnership. And with this Ten of Swords here, this person wants to come out of this betrayal and this mental suffering over this situation. They are coming out of this numbness from all of this bad news and things of that nature. Like they're, getting this together. They're pulling things, getting things back in order after a lot of shiesty energy here. Folk proverbs. Why worry about the monkeys if it's not your circus? Focus on things that are yours to change. I'm just here for the popcorn. Okay, so I'm feeling that somebody on the outside or within this situation, they don't give a fuck. They don't care. They just like, look, that's your problem. I ain't got shit to do with it, but it's a good laugh or it's a good show. Like, this is like comical. This is a movie. Somebody's looking at this situation from the outside like, wow, wow. That's what I keep hearing is wow. All right. Rose thorn. So this was a passionate situation that was short term and that was hurting. It's hurting somebody. All right. It didn't turn out to what they thought it was going to be, physical assault. All right, so we did see here violent accident. Maybe this situation brought a lot of fights. Maybe somebody, I don't condone this and I don't wish this on collective or anybody within collective. Somebody might be getting a call about a physical assault. Maybe there was some violence, a fight here, but we don't wish that on anybody. Affairs, third party. Oh my goodness. Maybe this third party wants to fight. Maybe this third party wants to have some exchange of words. They upset. Maybe this situation isn't going, according to plan. We have strength in reverse and we have the Knight of Cups. We have the Seven of Wands here. So somebody's trying to have the courage to see, to have protection and this fierce competition. They trying to see this through. They trying to win and see this through. They're not brave or strong-willed right now. They lost their power over this player, this romantic Prince Charming. They thought this was somebody trustworthy, they true love. And with this strength in reverse, this person is weak. They abuse their power. And it's just a whole, it's a shit show right now. They're trying to have the courage and the victory to get through this. With Jupiter in reverse, there was no growth here, no abundance, absolutely no luck. And they didn't learn, I don't feel like they learned fully what they needed to from this situation. Shadow in reverse. They didn't do the shadow work. Exactly. Thank you, Spirit. So this person didn't do the shadow work. They were, staying, maybe they were living together or whatever, imposter. So this person is not, again, from the beginning of this reading, this person is not who they thought they were. In this relationship, with shadow in reverse, somebody was in their lower energy and they matched up with somebody that they thought was great and it turned out not to be. With this world in reverse, it's a lot of obstacles and stagnation here. It's a lot of work that has to be done to be able to achieve a goal here. And with this Nine of Swords and this Four of Cups, somebody's definitely having a lot of anxiety, worried about this. They feel like their back's against the wall. They're not happy in the situation that they're in. It's a lot of jealousy here. Somebody's not getting what they want. So transformation isn't a future event. It's a present day activity. So again, this person did not do the shadow work. This person didn't change. They're refusing to change, and it's causing a lot of upheavals here. Memories. Okay, so maybe this person, memories in reverse. This person is not looking back on memories, maybe. They're not looking at a past situation. Wasting your time. Yeah, somebody's over this situation. They're like, I'm releasing this shit. This is a no-brainer. Like, this is bringing me down. It's not good. It's fake. So why am I even dealing with it? So it's being released. All right. What else do we need to know, Holy Spirit? We had a Ten of Wands. All right. So this release is bringing a hell of a lot of problems, a lot of betrayal. This separation is causing a lot of losses. There's some losses here, definitely. We have Temperance and we have the Star in reverse. So somebody wants to heal from these problems and they're trying to balance things out, but they're not hopeful that they'll be able to get their wish granted. with this situation, with this star in reverse. Yeah, with this star in reverse, you know, they just feel abandoned, and this person was very arrogant, and things just I feel like things just went left. Things got out of hand in this situation here. What else do we need for collective? The Hierophant. So now somebody is trying to get balanced within this relationship, religion, spirituality, guidance. Maybe somebody's having therapy, or they're getting assistance from someone, their traditions, voice of reason. I always say that, voice of reason. Somebody is finally listening to a higher source, whether it's, you know, whatever they believe in, or this is somebody that is in good standing, that they know they can trust, and gives them solid advice about this situation. We have I'm sorry in reverse. So, whoever this imposter is, they aren't sorry. They did not move with clear intentions, and they possibly they aren't apologetic for what they've done, or better yet, this person in this situation has not apologized. Maybe they are unsure how to apologize, and they're seeking advice on how do I say sorry in this situation. Um, you don't need them. It's in reverse. So they feel like you don't need them, and they don't know if they should apologize. They feel like you don't care. Again, with this wasting time, core of the problem. Past. They feel like you got the keys. Somebody has the key, and maybe they feel like they were the core of the problem, and they don't know how to apologize in this situation. What else do we need to know, Holy Spirit? We got the Knight of Wands. So this person was impulsive, fiery energy, loves a challenge, passionate, spontaneous. That's my Aries energy. I love that. So anyway, with this Ten of Pentacles here and this High Priestess in reverse, somebody was impulsive and got into a marriage with a false priestess. This person is not full of love and light. This person is somebody that is manipulative. They're jealous. They tell a lot of lies, or a lot of their lies are being brought to the surface with this High Priestess in reverse. The secrets are out about how they're not, empathetic. They're not a healer. They're not trustworthy. They weren't moving in a trustworthy manner. Corinthians 13:7, love beareth all things, believe all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. I have that right here. Love is the highest vibration. And I feel like this person was not moving in the purest energy of love in this situation, but they are learning what love is. All right. This person is not single. They're no longer, well, yeah. Okay, let me run this back. So somebody got connected to a false priestess, and they married this individual, and they're realizing that is not love. Damn, I'm stuttering. Maybe somebody stuttered. They realize that that's not love. Okay. So now with the Corinthians 13:7, I feel like that other option that was there, they're realizing what love was, but there aren't any more options here. Somebody's not single, and there are no more options. Confirmation. And they did not use caution. So someone is in a situation that they jumped into a marriage or some type of partnership with someone that was not loving, somebody that is not empathetic, somebody that tells a lot of lies, they're manipulative, and now they want real love, but they're not single, and they did not move with caution. Okay, what else do we need to know, Holy Spirit? We have the devil. This is toxic energy. Yes, it is. With this affairs and this physical assault, that's all negative energy. So this self-deception, toxicity, addictions, secrecy, it's a lot of stuff going on here in the mix. We have the Three of Cups, the Seven of Swords. So this collaboration, friendship, third-party situation, brought a betrayal, a lot of deception, trickery. All of this is connected to this devil energy, which is all toxic energy, a lot of karmic energy, sneaky thief. This person got mixed up into the wrong court. This emperor got himself connected into a very toxic situation, and he was or wants to be back into his leader controlling power role. All right, we have opportunities away. He feels like he missed out on an opportunity by being in this toxic energy. There's no more there's no more intimacy or cuddling, so there's no more chill time. There's no more lovey-dovey. So he's feeling, you know, not connected with this situation. Maybe he released this toxic energy, which is bringing a lot of anger issues because this emperor is not getting an opportunity. Somebody is pissed. There is a lot of emotionally charged energy, which might have something to do with this physical assault and this third party affairs with tied with this toxic energy. This emperor is pissed. I feel like with the deception and the lies, maybe he feels like he was betrayed and put in this position based on this toxic energy. We have the Nine of Cups here. Dreams come true, triumph, high self-esteem. So somebody here wants prosperity. They're trying to be optimistic that they will be able to have their dreams still come true. And we have this Page of Cups here and the Hermit in reverse. So somebody is thinking of sending a message of love to, they're admiring someone, but with the Hermit in reverse, there's still a hidden enemy and they're still immature and they have these possible vices around them that aren't, you know, for their highest good. They still have these toxic connections around them with this darkness. What else do we need to know? Anonymous, you cannot compete where you don't compare. It's like a knife and a spoon race. You might not scoop well, but you sure can cut through the competition. Big ups to people who can read upside down. Yeah, so this person realizes that, or they feel like they don't, maybe they feel like they're not good enough. They don't match up or level up for this dream come true. They're lacking self-confidence at this time. With sunset in reverse, they don't want to lose somebody or they don't want to be forgotten, or they miss possible sunsets. Maybe you guys used to watch the sunset together. With heart on their sleeve, they really feeling this. They're in their heart on their sleeve, like they're really feeling this energy right now. This person is really in their feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like this is really fucking with this individual. Let's see. What does this this toxic energy, what do they want to say? Oh, that's too many. That's chaos. Let's see. Can we get this person's intentions with the heart on their sleeve? Let's go back to this. The person, this emperor, gaslight, okay? In reverse. This person no longer I would deliberately manipulate your perception of reality until you are doubting your own experience. This person no longer wants to gaslight. And with confession in reverse, they still don't want to, they're not willing to confess. A hidden truth is ready to surface, exposing what you conceal. So they don't want to gaslight, but they're not ready to talk yet. And they're not ready to take this journey. Adventure awaits, a physical, emotional, expanding experiences ahead. So they're not quite ready to step up and say, I'm sorry. They're still going through this. They are sorry, but okay. They're not quite ready to take the journey that they need to level up and get on a high vibration with their heart on their sleeve. But they are sorry. I feel terrible about what I did. I owe you an apology. And they're making plans. Seeing you as a priority for me. I want to make plans with you. I'm in need of financial assistance. Goodbye. Okay. So I feel like somebody's going to get the boot when they come around if it's for the wrong reasons. That's just that right there. All right. What is the outcome here? What else does collective need to know? All right. Let's get y'all a closing out. We have the Knight of Cups here. Um, somebody's going to come in. Oh. So he's going to come in and give you a proposition. You know, it's going to be funny. They're going to come in on some light energy, make light of a situation, talk to you, whatever. But we have the Seven of Cups here and the Six of Wands in reverse. So this person's still confused a little bit, and, you know, they're still in some illusions. And they realize that they are not getting a victory here. They're not getting the public recognition that they want, but they're still going to try to come in and put some type of illusion over you and make light of a situation. Divine intervention is here. So your angel guides are here to help you with this situation so you can know what's going on. Stay calm. I feel like stay calm. A lot is on the table right here. Go easy on them. All right, so your angel guides are not going easy on this person. So your ancestors are not playing with this individual, but yet you're trying to stay cool and calm through this situation and at peace. But your ancestors, on the other hand, are like, hell nah, this situation was fucked up, and they're gonna deal with it on their terms. All right, one way is in reverse, so this person will not be able to travel to you. Okay, your ancestors is like, no, that's deaded. Um, we have the Three of Cups here in reverse. So excessive eating, drinking. This is my black magic card. I feel like, you know, it's deception in the air. And I feel like with this is where the witchery and the toxicity comes out. We have the Ten of Wands in reverse, and we have the Six of Swords here. So somebody wants to come out of stress. They don't have the willpower or the to come out of these burdens, but they want to have a conversation and be able to move on. They want to communicate and move on from this situation. First house, this is Aries energy. This is somebody that is, you know, thinking about their appearance, trying to find a new approach to something. Breakup. They do not want this breakup. They don't want to walk away. And with this mob mentality, I feel like people are not agreeing with this person anymore. It's like things are not, um, nobody is agreeing with this person in the lies or whatever that was being told. It's like you on your own with this situation. And with them being on their own, it's like, it's a one-man show. So whatever trickery or mess that you want to continue to do, you're doing it by yourself. So nobody is assisting. So let's see. We're going to get into what's the juju. Let's see what is the negativity or the projection here. Because I did see that with this, with the devil card, that is witchcraft and toxic energy. So let's see what is actually possibly being thrown out here in this situation so my collective can have a heads up. Ancestors, what do they need to know about this situation? Can we get, okay, let's say, can we get a card? No friends spell television juju. So in the upright, programming wants you to believe lies, pushing specific agendas, selling you a fake story. So they know they can't do this. It was in reverse. No friend spell. No one wants to be around you. You can tolerate your energy. This is in reverse too. So they can't play on your intelligence with that. Is there anything else we need to know? Okay. Astral travel. They can no longer astral travel to you, to be nosy, dumb as fuck, forgetting all your knowledge, making you look like an idiot, appearing to be stupid. So they can no longer, they can no longer astral travel to you or get people not to like you, but they are still trying to make you look dumb, sound dumb, act dumb, whatever. Like just the negative energy here. Past life juju. This is in reverse too. So this is a karmic cycle that you are not entertaining, containing past life contracts, and this is in reverse. So this is something that's over with, and this is why your ancestors are out here so heavy and they're not playing. That's why this go easy on them is there. Because they are not. They're done with the games. All right. So let's get you guys the evil eye. What do you need to know? And these two came out. Misery loves company. They like others to be miserable too, so they can feel better about themselves. And then we have recharge your enemy. Your enemy. Damn. Recharge your energy. That's what I meant to say. This is in reverse too. So this person is not taking a break to stop the bullshit. Like they're still doing, you know, the mess. Your closest friends holding grudges against you. So this is in reverse. Envious of your career and the money you make. Okay, causing family and friends to be mean and cold to you. So these are things that they can no longer do. And you might be getting a call because they're realizing, you know, game's over. All right. What else does collective need to know about this outcome? Obstacles that must be overcome to avoid the Four of Pentacles. All right. So letting go of people, getting rid of possessions, things that no longer serve you is what's on the board. You are cutting shit off. Queen of Cups. Mother, psychic, empathic, loving, loyal. Seven of Wands. Yes, you set boundaries, strong boundaries here for people. And you know the secrets, and you are cutting this shit off too. You're following your ancestors' advice, and you are avoiding anything that is going to cause you material losses, and you're letting go of people that no longer serve you. All right. What else do we need to know? Psalms 28:7. The Lord is my strength, my shield, my heart trusts in him, and he helps me. My heart leaps for joy. So somebody doesn't want you to be protected in a situation, but God is all over you. You are heavenly protected. All right. What else do we need to know? The T, tough love exposed, and there are receipts for this. Okay. Skating on thin ice. This person is skating on thin ice with these receipts, and they are exposed. Like, it's nothing else that can be done here. And the attach is here again. So this person still refuses to surrender because this ego. They do not want to drop this ego. My goodness. All right. Pride comes before the fall, though. So it is what it is. Let's see. Can we get a few cards? Who is this person? How do we know who this is? So collective can be mindful. I'm sure collective already knows, but wow, it's a lot of chaos. Okay. These cards just came flying. I'm not going to take all these. I will take this first one, though. They might have an athletic body. All right. It says piercings in reverse. I'm a little edgy. Aries in reverse. This is not an Aries. All right. Player was right here on the floor. This person is not a player. It's not an Aries. It's not a player. They have an athletic body. Okay. What else? Who else? What? Give us some more clues. Okay. Oh, that's in reverse. Country. Wow. All these cards are in reverse. Let's see. They did just fly all over the place. So let's just do this real quick. All right. Ancestors, can we get a clue for collective? Blue collar worker. I work with my hands. Okay. Imperfect smile. My teeth could be better. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck. Damn. Bottom of the deck accent. I speak a little differently. Tall. I'm up here. Not a narcissist. I cruise in a car. So somebody could be stalking and they don't have tattoos. Sagittarius. Okay. Well, that's a lot. Let's see. Let's close this out. I like to close out on a positive note. So let's see. How is this person feeling, y'all? Let's get some emotions. Love. All right. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. When the card appears, it reminds you to accept yourself, love others, and believe that love can heal all. Believe that love can heal all. Whether it's self-love, or the relationship with others. Love is the source of your connection in the universe. All right. In the bottom of the deck, we have inspiration in reverse. So this person's not feeling inspirational, but they're trying to find balance to detach from people. They're uncertain and they're having a lot of nostalgia and resentment and doubt from a situation that they just went through. Okay. We'll get you a message from the universe and we are going to close. Okay. Got my universe cards over here. Sorry, y'all. Ooh, I'm trying to knock it over. All right, so I appreciate y'all being here with me. Like, share, subscribe, drop a comment. Let me know how y'all feeling. I would love to get, collectives, ideas, and perspectives so I can give y'all better readings. I am new to YouTube. I do have a TikTok. You can follow me on TikTok. 111 PB Fly is Prophetic Butterfly. I'm still working on building my IG, so, but you can get messages anywhere. And I post, I usually do 2 a day, and I'm working on going live. So, universe, can we get a message for the people? All right, what is meant for you won't pass you by. You will never have to force something that is truly meant to be. Trust in the perfection of divine timing and allow your life to unfold as it should. Whatever comes, let it come. Wherever goes, let it go. And that right there is where we're going to leave this. So the situation that we thought was for you is not for you. Now you found what love really is. With these third parties, it's toxic energy. You realize where the imposter was, that you were wasting your time, where the key is, where the core of the problem is, and you know that this person is going to try to gaslight you. It's just full of shit. They don't want to be in this energy anymore, but they're not willing to step up and apologize. Although they are sorry, ancestors are on their ass and they're not letting them come towards you unless they get their shit together. So just know that you are highly protected in love. Love is the highest vibration. Speak what you want into existence. Remember, y'all, love is kind, patient, and peace. God don't bless a mess. Love y'all. Till next time. Bye.